I don't know. I want to find something new. We're trying to do catch up right now. Unfortunately, because of waking up super late like a bunch of idiots, we're gonna have to postpone changing Allie's name and getting our new social security and driver's license and all that stuff, because we honestly thought it would just be a one-stop shop, but we researched and found out it's gonna take probably a little bit longer than that. So tomorrow we have that scheduled. Today we are taking care of...
I heard it's like easy to change your name. Like from what my sisters told me, is that it's easy and all you gotta do is like go in, they sign in, they're like, okay, show me this, show me this. But pain in the butt part is the waiting. Today has been like a day of
wanting to wring everyone's neck.
Truly. Except for I was really happy with my bank. I had to get a few things notarized. So I had to go to the bank, get something notarized, which I did not know that you could actually do that at the bank. I thought that it was required that you went to like a government office to get things notarized. I don't know why I thought that.
My mom used to be a notary.
But I didn't know that.
Well, she's not anymore.
Because I've had like 1 or 2 things notarized before, and it's always been at a government building. But I guess bank would be a government building anyways, so what am I talking about? Anyways, did that, had to get it.
But it's federally insured.
Yeah, I ended up getting a check, a cashier's check. I ended up getting some other things that I needed. And Charles is having kind of a frustrating day because he can't get anything done. I'm tired of
my Bank of America, just Bank of America being open till 4 p.m.
My bank, lobby hours, guys. Lobby hours is only open until 4 p.m.
It's so ridiculous.
Which, if you have to do something in person, makes it really difficult because obviously you can't go in there. I mean, and most people don't even get off of work until after 5 p.m. anyways. I mean, I don't have to deal with that situation, but still, 4 p.m. is kind of ridiculous. And I remember when I did have a other job that I would not get off until 3 or 4, and I'd have to race to find it. I just think that's complete hooey. Yeah, but hooey, I love that word. My bank, their lobby doesn't close till 6 p.m.
Yep, but mine doesn't.
And they're pretty radtacular. This all sounds like weird, I'm sure, to most of you, and it's like, what are you talking about? Things notarized and you gotta get
all
paperwork.
The boring as shit.
It is boring, but it's stuff you have to do. And especially since we just got married, you're just gonna turn into there, honey. You might want to just pull forward and turn. Kind of on a wild goose chase, trying to find a place that he can get some really important documents for himself notarized.
Is it called Notary Plus? What is this called? Notary RS?
Notary RS. Might have something.
We notarize.
Oh god! Ah!
I'm
it's okay.
Actually, in the comments, let's come up with a Notary Republic store. I like Notary RS.
RS?
RS.
I was like, where does the S stand for?
Or how about we fucking notarize your shit? I like that one better.
We notarize your shit. There you go.
Well, looks like my lawyer just f***ed up. Apparently I am...
Wasn't your lawyer?
Yeah.
Was?
Apparently my name is Chaz.
Chalice.
Charles.
No, Chalice.
Chalice. I'm sorry, I don't even...
C-H-A-L-E-S.
C-H-A-L-E-S. Apparently that's my name. So pissed off. Today is just turned into like the most annoying, obnoxious freaking day in the world. And I'm so annoyed. I know I just said that 3 or 4 times. But, f it. That's my motto for today.
I'm just gonna sit out here while he talks to some people. So Charles is having a bit of a tough day today, being the fact that some of the documentation had his name written out correctly, and then other forms of the documentation had his name spelled out incorrectly. Being that there's 2 different names and one that doesn't even make sense is very frustrating for him, especially since he paid a certain amount of money for this to be printed out and collected. I know I'm being very vague, but I kind of have to be very vague. So right now he's trying to contact his lawyer and this company that did it for him because it's really messed up things for him, and now he has to wait another week or so. Today's just been, it's been great. I mean, I'm starting to kind of feel better and he's happy to be home, so don't think that we're disregarding that. But when you have things you have to get done, and I know you guys all know this, and you can't accomplish it because of silly little things that maybe you've missed or whatever it may be, and then when it comes to that time frame to get it done, you can't because of those little things. It's so frustrating. So we're gonna take the dogs for a WALK. I can't say too loud because they're right there. And then I think we're gonna go to the beach. We're gonna fly the drone and like take in the sunset, take in some beautiful weather, and make this day a much better day than it's been for him. Especially for me, it hasn't been that bad. I still, you know, I got a cold still and I got a pinched neck, but it's not that big of a deal. I'll survive. But I got my stuff done. I just want to make sure that him coming home isn't something he's gonna regret, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go do that. We're gonna try and make this day much better than it's been. That's what you should always do, guys. When you have a bad day, try and turn it around. Oh, and by the way, thank you to whomever gave this to Diesel. It is so cute. Got our little Star Wars guy right now. Hope you see a lizard? You see a lizard? Can you say thank you? Can you say thank you? Hey, Mar. Come here, girl. Come here, Marzi. Come here. You like this weather, Marmar?
Okay.
Trying to make for my very first time ever in a crock pot white chicken chili. Right? So I already ground up some chicken and cooked it, and I'm putting all the beans in, and I'm gonna add like cilantro, and I'm gonna add, which is like white bean chili, but it has a little few extra things. So I'm putting like some broccoli in there. I might throw a few asparagus pieces in there and some cilantro, and it's gonna be so good. So hopefully when we get home tonight, we can have some delicious chili. And I don't know, when I'm sick, I love that comfort food. So having chili will be definitely a plus for me. And hopefully after the very frustrating day that he's had, that'll be a little comforting for him too.
Very annoyed. I hate, like, okay, so I was trying to get a hold of my doctor about that whole prescription thing, and I called roughly around noon, and they said they'd call me back, roughly back in like 30 minutes, and I called them again from Allie's phone number to see if they would actually pick up then, and they didn't. So now I'm having to deal with this whole insurance thing and having to pay for the whole, like I was telling you, like the $800 a month for that medication just because they don't have the generic version. So I found out that's what's going on. It needs to be what's classified, I guess, in insurance terms as a tier 1. And a tier 1 means, what I'm assuming is that there's a generic version of the drug. That way they pay less. It's the insurance company's being cheap, I guess. And since Vimpat, which is what I have to take, is only name brand because they own the patent rights, and there's no foreseeable, you know, history, I guess, for it to go to generic anytime soon. As a result, I'm having to pay an exorbitant amount of money for this kind of stuff, and I don't know, I want to find something new. I know Florida now has CBD oil. I'm still really apprehensive and nervous about trying that kind of stuff because I've never really tried it, and I don't really know if it actually works, because prescriptions are just something that everyone grows up with, and I know they're really bad, but at the same time, I think I'm going to schedule a doctor and check in the CBD, because I actually talked to my surgeon, and both my surgeons, and they said just check it out, but this is me just being cautious. So I don't know, I might schedule an appointment tomorrow and see if that kind of helps. I don't want to replace it per se, like completely, but I just want to see if there's some sort of alternative or something I could add on top of everything else, if that makes sense. I guess my question for you guys, since you're really my researchers, and a lot of you guys have similar situations that I've known, and I've talked to you guys face to face, and I want to ask you guys, for those of you who have taken CBD oil, if you had epilepsy or just anything, if it's actually helped you, because I'm really genuinely curious, because there's no FDA stuff for it for some stupid reason. I think it's just like pharmacies and pharmaceutical companies just trying to ignore the fact that that exists. I don't know if that makes sense. Here, I gotta fix this. There we go. Now we're fixed. I hate that cling clanging. I don't know. I guess this is a long-winded question about if any of you guys have ever tried that kind of stuff and if it has worked for you and made you feel better, because I would genuinely like to know. $800 a month for something that I need is ridiculous and frustrating. What's the most frustrating is if I get my doctor to simply say, hey, Charles needs to have this Vimpat, this particular version of epilepsy drugs or seizure drugs, whatever you want to call it. I hate the word epilepsy, it makes me feel really uncomfortable. Like seizure drugs. Then if he does this, the insurance company, I'm not even kidding, drops it down to $10 a month. So from $800, actually, I'm sorry, not $800. The drugs are actually $2,000, 2,000 something for like a 30-day supply. But it can go down to only $10. That's Allie. I guess the other thing I'm really concerned is I really don't want any of you guys to, I don't think you would, to like judge me if I were to try to go that route, just because of, I don't know, I think there's so many stigmas and so many like things that people are still like kind of uneasy and kind of judge about. And I don't know, I'm really concerned. I really hold you guys' opinions really high. Like I really value your thoughts and your comments and your opinions on things. Whether or not you guys know that, it's the truth. And I'm just kind of, I'm just really kind of concerned. I don't want anyone to think lower of me or think poorly of me. But now that things have become accepted a lot more across the country and world, and specifically Florida, I'm just trying to think of different options right now because I'm pumping so much chemicals, so many chemicals in my body that I can't even pronounce anymore. I'm just kind of worrying about like the long-term effects. For example, Dilantin, the thing I was on since day one after the first surgery. That was something that you can do all the research about Dilantin, but it was scary because what they told me. Okay, so let's actually go back. Let's go from the beginning. I had the surgery, I had the seizure, the initial seizure. So they put me on Dilantin, and then they put me on what's called Keppra, which apparently is pretty good for you. But the problem was, my body did not like Keppra at all. I don't know if you remember, back in 2012, you can go look around that time where I had the shaved head just after surgery, they were pumping me in Keppra because they assumed that would work. And it did. However, my body didn't like it, like I just said, and I had a huge rash all over my body. It looked like, it was disgusting. It looked like I just had like whiteheads and pimples all over my body. Like I just basically took poison ivy. It was like, oh, this is how you clean your face. So that was really scary for me. And then they gave me Dilantin, and then I started researching Dilantin, and it said that it was really bad for your liver and your gums, you know, like your oral, your teeth, and specifically your internal bodies, like your kidneys, your liver, and anything else in there that's necessities for living. And I got really concerned because I read that if you're on it for a long period of time, it could really affect your body. I started noticing that my teeth and my gums, not a lot, but I started noticing a slight difference of things, and it really got me concerned. So that's why I finally got off of Dilantin on tour. That was actually the last dose, or last month, that I was able to wean off of that. But now I'm on, what am I on now? Lamictal and Vimpat. Lamictal is covered by my insurance company. Vimpat's the $800 one. I'm just giving you guys a just rundown because people ask me all the time. So right now, I'm just on these two drugs. Oh, and lorazepam. I'm not gonna complain because it's keeping me healthy, it's keeping me seizure free. I'm just kind of at this point now getting concerned that over a long period of time, it's going to affect my body and make it worse for me, if that makes any sense. And it's just, I don't know, man. It just makes me really upset. I get kind of, I get like really upset about like thinking about all this because I don't know. I know there's something out there for me that I could do that wouldn't hurt me as much. It really just gets me. Just going over this stuff for like 5 years now, it's just, I don't know what to do sometimes. I feel like I'm running out of options as far as like, yeah, it's helpful now, but like, you know, down the road, what's that gonna cost towards my body? A lot of my doctors are now suggesting that I take, now that Florida has made a lot of things legal, that I kind of go that route. I don't know, I just haven't made that decision or that jump yet because I don't really know how to do that kind of stuff and how to properly bring that into my body. Chemicals I feel like are a lot worse. Like for example, the Vimpat is so hard to get. Like I was trying to get it, I was with Frankie. Frankie was blown away that because it's a controlled substance, because I don't know, I guess people crush it down, make meth or something like that. Because it's a controlled substance, I can't get my medication easily. So like when I'm on tour, it becomes this giant hour-long phone call between insurance and several pharmacies in order to make this happen. And I'm just getting really frustrated so bad. And I don't know, I'm just asking you guys' thoughts. I know this is a really long-winded, like 6-minute ramble. That probably makes no sense to most of you, but just had to get it off my chest because it's really been upsetting me and making me really, really stressed out. And I'm trying not to do that anymore. And I don't know, I just wanted to see what you guys thought. But right now, I'm just gonna take the dogs to the beach, maybe fly the drone around the beach because we haven't gone there in a while and the dogs kind of stink. So I figured the easiest way to do that would be able to take them to the beach, let them get all dirty, let them enjoy it, de-stinkify them, maybe fly the drone if I can. The last time I flew the drone was the issue because remember it went up and it went down and exploded everywhere, and that little girl saw it explode and she's like, "That was awesome." I'm like, "You didn't get hit, right?" She's like, "No, but that was awesome." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I'm glad you got to see it." Oh my God, I hate talking about things that are so like real. I consider it like real. Like, this is like very upsetting. It's okay. It's okay. I know. You stink, Mark. Look how happy somebody is. Excited, Mark? Let's go to the beach. What? You want to go to the beach? Yeah? Zoe, you want to go to the beach? Listen to Zoe. She's super. Everyone, listen to Zoe. Zoe, come here. Right there? You want to be over there? Let's all listen to Zoe. Oh, that's right, you can't hear her because she's actually quiet. It's crazy. Last couple days it's been like a 50 mile per hour like wind, maybe 20 mile per hour wind. So as a result, look how blue the water is. It's just been blowing in clean water the whole time. I haven't seen it this blue in a very long time. Hi, puppy. Hi. Marley, you playing with a rug? Zoe's peeing on someone's sandcastle. Come on, Zoe. Go peeing on that. You big old dick. That's not your sandcastle. Get out of there. There she goes. Get in the water. Get your butt in that water. Zozo, go in. You're being a baby. Get in there. There she goes. Watch out for the waves, though. Yeah, Marley won't go in there. I'll bet every one of you guys $5 she won't go in there. At least without me going in there. Oh, by the way, Allie couldn't come because she couldn't move her neck anymore, so I just told her to rest because I don't want her to have this. This is 2 days now that she has a pinched nerve, and I just wanted to rest and stop like trying to do too much. So I banned her from the beach. Well, I didn't ban her. I just suggested that it might be a good idea that she doesn't come out right now. Well, we all know what's happening to you. What is that? Oh, it's just a coral. No big deal. Just a stinky coral. This is nice and relaxing. Definitely what I kind of needed right now. It might sound stupid, and I feel like sometimes when I speak, it sounds kind of stupid, like I'm complaining, but it's just the kind of stuff that I have to deal with. Everyone's got their own stressful situations. Everyone's different, you know what I mean? Mine, or now ours, since we're married, is just kind of different. Doesn't mean it's any less stressful, that's for sure. Hey, twerps. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. That's right, come back here. What the hell did you find? Watch your feet. How do you find food everywhere we go? Seriously, everywhere. You're probably just eating sand. Watch your feet, watch your feet. Hey, let me see your face. You know sand's not very nutritious, right? I guess if you want to eat it. Kids eating dirt. Get back in that water. Zoe, this way. run this way. There she goes. It's funny, when she's at the beach, you can't even tell that her hips bother her. She becomes a giant little puppy right now. Hey dogs, come here. Actually, never mind, dogs, ignore me. Good dogs. Oh wait, no, I said ignore me. She actually comes. Oh, it's actually really beautiful. I want to kind of fly the drone a little bit, but the area that we're at has got like no reception as far as satellites, and I'm a little afraid to do that. I can just imagine like I fly it over a barge. They got one of those anti-drone things and just capture it and throw it in the water. That would be just my luck. Out of every drone that I've ever lost, I get snagged by a net. I don't even know if they have those in the States, to be honest with you.